بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم مدد We're asking our Shaykh to send us something that's going to benefit us, even if it's just 2 or 3 minutes, but we are here for the sake of Allah. We're here to understand ourselves more, to remember Allah and His Prophet ﷺ, and our Shaykh. Blessing will come down to that association. We want blessing. We don't want more people, more associations, more this or that. So, what we're looking for is blessing. And our Shaykh is saying, spend a little bit of time, even if it's a couple of minutes, a little bit here and there. Sit. Remember your Lord. Remember His Prophet. Remember your Shaykh. Take guidance from that. When you're mentioning, you get the blessing, you will get the support, you get refreshment. Now you're asking the question, how? You're saying, as Shaykh Maulana had said, so many prophets, they don't have fathers. If you look at the Ulul Azam prophets also. Look at the Holy Prophet ﷺ, his father passed when he was he even born? No. He didn't even know, he didn't even see his father. And his mother passed when he was just what? A baby. Not just father, mother too. Hazrat Isa? No father. Don't say Allah is his father, Hasha. Allah is his creator. He had a mother. You look at Ibrahim alayhi salam. That one is not his father, it is his uncle. Because no prophet is coming from a lineage of idol worshippers. None. As it is in our culture, if you don't have a father, anyone who is there to take over that responsibility, you call him a father too. In so many other cultures too, they see older person, they say father. It doesn't mean literally he's a father. So, who else? You look at Musa alayhi salam. Father, not there. He was separated from his own mother when he was still a baby. He was raised in the palace and the mother comes, saying, I'm just a servant, not really revealing too much. So, we are saying this, and so for those of us who don't have fathers, this whole ummah is fatherless now. So many families, they don't have fathers. They don't have fathers that are real fathers. Because this world is not trying to bring up fatherhood, it's trying to boost what? Women's. And taking it now, not balancing things with haqq, you end up now putting down the role that the fathers that they are holding, that is given to them by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Understand there are no women prophets. None. Only male prophets. So many of us, we grew up, either we have a father but the father is absent, or the father is abusive, or the father is not there. So where do we learn good manners? We're asking. I say, we learn our good manners from the prophets, not from our own fathers. In so many ways, now you understand that we're following the sunnah of prophets. We're following the sunnah of prophets. And we become garib and yatim, strange, and orphans in this world, just like the prophet. Which is why we were running to find our Shaykh because he is teaching us about the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And some of us may find him, okay, you are the father figure. It is necessary. What's wrong with that? So many people look for mother figure, look for boyfriend figure, girlfriend figure, this figure, that figure. Why not you look for a father figure? But understanding that he is more than a father. It's not just a father. He cannot be just like a father. You cannot replace him just to be like that. He's more than that. Just as the Quran Karim is saying, the Prophet is not a father to any one of you. He's not just saying he's not a father like that, but he's saying he's more than that. Don't take him as just a father. Like so many followers of earlier nations that they take their prophets. Like so many. One of the names of calling a sheikh is what? Baba. Because this is a natural thing. But understand, Baba is different, Dada is different, grandfather now. But we call our sheikh, Shaykh Effendi. Now that is completely different. And so their responsibility now, just like a father's responsibility is different. Say, a mayor's responsibility is different, Pasha's responsibility is different, Khalifa's responsibility is different. But they are all men and they all have that, with that responsibility, also teaching men how to behave like men. So, how are you going to learn your manners? Run to those ones, that they learn it from the prophets. And the Prophet ﷺ is our role model. It's not our people, especially now. It is not our father, not our family, like what we're saying now. Any other thing that is not Islam, it is bound to deviancy. What we're meaning by Islam? Oh, Islam that came 1400 years ago. Arab culture? No, not that. You understand? Just as Muslims are saying, there is no God but God, meaning there is only one. There is only one. Christians say, oh, they believe different God, we believe in different God. So Muslims are finding it very hard to, no, there's only one God. What are you talking about different? Those ones saying, there's only one. Whatever name that you call him, there's only one. There is no competition there. The only thing that you can compete against the Allah is mankind. Because all those other ones, do they exist? No, they don't exist. Who exists? We exist. In fact, those are the ones, those are the ilahs that we make, those idols, those buts that we make it. Some imaginary, some we take from here, some we take from there, some people, but you make. They are false. They don't exist. We exist. But when we say we exist and we are same as the Creator, that's when you make shirk. So, you're going to learn your manners from those ones who learn it from the one who has been given tremendous character, the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Now, when you take that, you will start feeling that mercy and that love for all of mankind. You don't become one and say, I'm following the way of the Prophet, everyone else, they deserve to die. No, you don't say that. You say everyone else, they deserve to be in this way too. And if, depending what kind of belief you have, you never look down on someone too, because you say, Allah guided me to Islam. Allah could guide the unbelievers to Islam too. Allah takes so many, their belief out. Maybe He's going to seal my heart, I don't know. So I'm going to be careful. So we have to be careful these days, because what can make a man to start competing with his Lord? Arrogance. Kibriya. You understand? And arrogance, it is together with tyranny. It's impossible to find a tyrant who is not proud? Impossible. It's impossible to find a proud person who is not a tyrant. Wherever in small way is going to be a tyrant. So, this one we have to be a little bit careful. We have to look. If you're always looking at yourself, the way that you look into the mirror, you check yourself. Maybe some people only check themselves once a day. Maybe some once a week. Some 100 times a day, even if they're past 60, 70 years. Whenever they're walking, they see a mirror, they look at themselves in the mirror. They're walking. You're looking, right? You're checking. The murid must check the mirror of his heart. He must check. You must check. You must sit and you must think. If he's not doing tafakkur, your prayer is not going to be for nothing. You can pray and pray and pray. You're not sitting down and making tafakkur. To look at yourself, to check your book, to check the mirror of your heart, to say, what did I speak today? Why did I speak? To who did I speak? What was my intention? Why did I look like this? Why did I do this? You start judging yourself, asking yourself thousands of questions. You are doing the job that is going to be given to the angels on the day of judgment, where you're going to be asked those same questions. You're doing it here. Allah will make it very easy for you in the grave and the day of judgment, because you have already done it. You finished it. 1 hour of meditation, tafakkur, it is better than 70 years of worship. Look to see who is running to teach people how to worship now these days. Everyone is running to teach people how to worship. You must recite this dua. You must make this worship. These are the special zikr. That they must teach you how to read your heart. Who is teaching you to read your heart? Sufi is saying, no, don't be so hard on yourself. Everything is good. Everything is holy. Everything is spiritual. You move one more time. I'm going to bring you to sit over there. So, saying, no, the Sufism is to make hadra until you get dizzy, to have a nice feeling, floating feeling. That is Sufism. Yani, there are times for that, maybe. But if you look at the Holy Prophet ﷺ, if you look at the Sahaba Kiram, how many times they talk about that kind of stuff? Nice feeling, floating like that. How many times? Look at Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, Pir of Tariqat. Or are they concerned? When the Prophet ﷺ, when he was brought to this world and he says, Ummati, Ummati, he was concerned. He was longing to take and to protect, because that was his job. The job of every prophet is to take care of their ummat, like a shepherd is taking care of his flock. That is the responsibility of every father, every mother, every awliya, every sheikh, to be concerned. Concerned means that you are worrying. Worry means you fear something bad is going to happen. And you prepare them so that they don't do anything bad and no bad is happening for them. They are not confident to say, oh, it's okay. They're all, I'm rahmatil lil alamin, astaghfirullah, saying, I'm rahmatil lil alamin, I'm going to bring them all out from disaster. Did he ever say that? He is the highest one who is given the shafaat. Yet, he is not teaching us to just do whatever we want to do. He is bringing the highest akhlaq, the highest morals, that never before the earlier prophets they're teaching even their ummats. And he has the most concern for his ummat. And his ummat is not just people from his tribe, from his race, from his ethnicity, from his nationality. His ummat now, it is from east to west. north to south, this whole world, until judgment day, his ummah. And his concern from that time until now, until the day of judgment, until judgment day he is concerned. Because judgment day he is going to cry out again, oh my ummah, my ummah. So this is part of the adab. Adab is not just having good behavior. Adab is knowing when to behave, how to behave. The adab, when you are with people who are eating, is to eat. Not to say, oh, I'm fasting. You understand? The adab of Ramadan is to fast. So everything has its own law there. Now the adab of having good manners. The adab, now understand this. The adab of having good manners, the protocol of having good manners, it is to look only to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Don't look anywhere else, you got mixed up. And look to the guide, because these days people are going to take the Prophet and they're just going to fit it to their ego too. If it's up to these feminist type women, they're saying Prophet ﷺ, he is a housewife, he never yells at his wives, he does everything, and he is very non-aggressive, feminine and weak. Correct or not? It is up to them. We're saying women should know how to cook and clean. Well, Prophet also cooked and cleaned. First thing they say. How old are you? Let's see. 25. Do you know how to cook? You know how to cut an onion? What's this got to do with Islam? What? To feed your children and your family is not part of Islam? So your Islam is what? Going up and down like a robot? That's not Islam. Because who is your role model? Did any of the wives of the Sahabi, did any of the wives of the Prophet say this? No. So you learn this good manners from where? Facebook, social media, TV, propaganda. That's where you learn it from. But not learning it from divine sources. You understand? So they're not knowing basic things on how to serve. Oh, that time, how are you going to be a wife? You cannot. That time, you don't serve your husbands. The huris in paradise will curse at you. They will say, you're only the wife to this one in this world. We are going to be the wives in the paradise, not you. Your time is finished. Because you're not serving. If you serve the husband, those huris, they will be your servants. And you will be the queens of the paradise. So we must learn this properly. Are there so many wrong ones? Of course there are. Just because there are so many wrong wives doesn't mean now that, for example, you should not, you don't have the right. You cannot and you must not treat your wives properly. They still have rights. Just because there are so many husbands that are in the wrong way doesn't mean now that the rights that Allah gives to the husbands you want to take away. You cannot. We have to hold on tightly. Alhamdulillah, there's still people in this world that, because of the blessings and the love that Allah has for them, that they are giving that light to the whole world to come out from that darkness. Hold on, find that one and hold on, inshallah. May Allah forgive me and bless you, inshallah. Al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum. Vashka.